Energy, energy, energy. And I'm not speaking of the physical kind. I'm speaking of that energy that we can feel, that we can sense, the intangible that becomes hard to deny. It's apparent, it's present, it's distinct. You ever feel energy in an amazing concert where the hairs on the back of your neck stand up? Or a sporting event where you get goosebumps and are just taken by the moment? What is that? How's that even feasible? It's electric, it's magic, it's a vibe. Remarkable and connecting. That kind of energy results in euphoria. What about energy on a smaller scale? Where energy can influence, where it can persuade, and at times it can show you the way. Profound and full of depth. Ever been around energy that felt unsafe, unwarranted, or unnerving? Energy that dilutes and distorts? See, energy is very much real. A silent sound that cannot be heard but is felt. There is a definite impact. Be careful with the energy that you emit, and more so with the energy you receive. Energy. The right kind of energy is a game changer. Personally, I've seen it work magic and blunder, depending on the energy that I was evoking at the time. Negative begets negative, and positive begets positive. It can be contagious. It really all begins from inside. Mind your thoughts, mind your tongue, and fill your cup and trust. Rock City the Soul Man. Rock City the Soul Man. Got a hat in blue. Rock City the Soul Man. Checking in on another episode of Pass the Mic. Pass the Mic. Pass the Mic. And today, unfortunately, I don't have my mic, but we will make do, because my energy is peaking. My energy is on one. We're getting into this episode. If you haven't already figured it out, it's about, drumroll please, energy. I feel it, I feel it. It's pulsating, pupils dilating, carrying, unrushing, internally gushing in the air, there's something. Can't quite put my finger on it. However, my whole being is on it. Spinning like I'm a supersonic, super zoned in, super zoomed in. Everything happening that I'm assuming, all with little effort, so unassuming. I feel it. I feel it. It's revealing a tiny secret all for me. I got them ears to hear. This energy can take me there, from here or here to there, making it all crystal clear. I feel it. I feel it. A shift in me is a shift in it, and a shift in it is a shift in me. How connected, almost as if I was selected. Steps directed, a mirror reflected. I feel it. I feel it. Let me know your thoughts on that first piece called I Feel It, I Feel It. Just talking about how that energy, that thing, that electricity can really take shape and really have some almost magical component to it. How it can, oh, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. When we felt it numerous times in our lives, and how that can have such an impact. You know, we can draw insight from that energy. That energy is something that is beyond our comprehension almost. Like and comment and subscribe and tell me some stories where you kind of had that energy. It could just be, like I said, at a concert. It could be at a sporting event where it was like, man, I don't want to let this feeling go. It can be where there was negativity being spewed your way, and you was feeling it. Like, I had an incident one time, in the negative sense. I was working at a car dealership, and it was like almost closing time, 9 o'clock, and I got the keys, and I was showing this gentleman a car, and all of a sudden I got this feeling, this energy being emitted from him, like, oh no, there's something off here, there's something fishy, and he was trying to get me to go back in and get some, basically to leave the keys in the car and have me go inside so that he could potentially steal it off. And even though I couldn't quite put my finger on it, there was something profound, and I never left. And eventually he just gave up, and boom. And then a few days later, or a week or so later, he tried the same bit, and it was on a colleague of mine, and he didn't kind of pick up on that energy and went inside, played the game, fell for the trick, and all of a sudden, boom, the car was gone. So I come in the next day, and they're like, "Oh, a car was stolen last night." I won't say who my colleague was. He's a friend of mine, but they're like, "Oh, so and so was with a customer and they got stolen." I said, "Wait, what car was it?" And now I can't remember what the car was. I wish I could remember, but let's just say it was a Volkswagen Jetta. And I'm like, "Oh, was it the Jetta?" And they're like, "Wait, how do you know?" I said, "Wait, like a week ago, I had some guy come in. I'm almost certain it was him." Long story short, when I had a conversation with my colleague, my friend, and that was it. We found out that that was the guy that took it. That's energy in a negative sense, and I ain't trying to emphasize that, but energy is, there's a deepness, there's a richness, but that energy, sometimes when you can kind of read each other from across the room, or energy where you can pray about it, and you can, and then all of a sudden things go right. You can influence, you have persuasion, all of a sudden doors open, and people are like, "Wait." When you're positive, you're that contagiousness, and people just kind of want to move out your way. That same dealership, I'll give you another story of positive. I kept saying I was going to get a hat trick, 3 car sales in one day. Over the course of the day, I got one, but I had to struggle. It was like a battle, but I got it. Then a second guy had come in. He had seen the truck, but he was like, "Oh man, Rocky, I can't pay this much, whatever." He left. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna get my hat trick, three sales in one day. The third guy came in, and there was a little bit of resistance, but boom, got that sale. So 2. That middle guy had long gone, 2, and I sat down and I was just like, thank you God that I got 2. I was happy, I was content. And that energy that I was emitting, I really, really believe in the prayer and all of that, because that's what I believe in. But it brought forth something. And again, it was about closing time, and I get a call, right? Or like, I didn't pick up the phone, but my manager did, and they're like, hey, Rocky's for you. I'm like, huh? Who? Right now? Like, who's calling me now? Like, I'm happy, I want to go home. So I pick up the phone, and it's that second guy that came for the truck. He's like, "Hey, Rocky, listen, I can't pay X, but if you can knock a little bit off, I can do this." Right then and there, without asking my manager, my general manager was right there as well. I just knew it. Like, it was a deep sense of knowing that I got this sale, right? So right when I turned around and told him the story, boom, it was. Right when I turned around, I knew it was a sale. Like, I just knew it deep within me that he's coming, and that's my hat trick. And what was crazy was the number, they didn't even refute it. Maybe there was so much margin in the car, the truck to begin with, but they didn't even bat an eye. Like, right when he told me what he can do, I knew, and when I knew and kind of presented it, they basically did this. Of course, it's yours. And I got my hat trick. And I think there was multiple things. I was kind of stating that, and the way it came together, it was powerful, it was magnetic. And then even when it didn't look like it was gonna happen, I didn't get discouraged or sulk in it. I said, you know what, I'm so grateful. That gratitude also led to that, and that energy, then get that call out of nowhere. And that day, like, that guy could have thought about it the next day. Like, why do you need to do it after you just left 4 or 5 hours ago? Because it was meant to be, because there was some energy that was transpiring all over it. That's the energy that I'm speaking of. And that's the energy that can move and shake us. I've spoken a little too much. So we'll go to the second piece. Enjoy. A sense of mind. A knowing is showing, what is this glimpse, and why am I privy, and why am I so lucky, and how was this birthed, and I'm grateful that in my favor it dispersed, not the last nor the first. I'm in awe, burdened not, unveiling of a plot, a stopping of time, a sense of mind, a stopping of time, a sense of mind. Let me know what you thought about this specific piece, a sense of mind. Let me know what you thought overall of this episode on energy, any stories you have about it in any shape, way, or form, however it came to you, any experiences with it. I want to say that soon I will be presenting a goal of mine that I want everybody to kind of come together for that one. I'll just keep it like that. And a few episodes back, we said great things are coming, so hopefully we still are doing that. I can't lie, I shifted slightly, so I gotta recalibrate. Great things are coming, and that ties into this great energetic shift. So let's get that. Like I said, mind your thoughts, mind your tongue, fill up your cup, and trust. This has been another episode of Pass the Mic. Pass the mic. Without a mic. Pass the mic. Rock City to Soul Man. Rock City to Soul Man. Check in out. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace and love.